Now, I really don't like birthdays, and so I don't remember growing up having too many birthday parties at all, except for this one in particular. And the reason is because on that day, I witnessed something that has forever shaped every bit of courage I've gone to show since then. The year was 1995, and I will never forget it. Never forget it. I had a few friends over for my birthday party, and so the guys were playing alongside the pool, and alongside the pool was a patch of grass, and then next to it was the boundary wall that separated our property to the neighbors. And so me and the boys got carried away, and so we kicked the ball over the wall into the neighbor's yard, and so we climbed and sat on top of the wall, and we could see the ball right in the middle of the front lawn, beckoning us to come and retrieve it. And so you had the wall, and then the driveway that led up to the garage, and then the front lawn, and there was the ball. And so we sat on that wall, debating who would be the one to go, because it seemed like a straightforward mission, right? Over the wall, across the driveway, onto the lawn, and Bob's your uncle. And so who would be the one to have enough courage to go? Now, as straightforward as this mission was, there was only one problem. Two of them, in fact. The two Rottweilers that the neighbor had. Two Rottweilers that he had. Now, I don't know about you, but no matter how domesticated those Rottweilers can get, they're just scary beasts, right? Just absolutely scary. In fact, oftentimes when my siblings and I would look over the wall into the neighbor's yard, oftentimes we were met with vicious barking by these demon dogs who were ready to just rip your face off. That's how scary these dogs were. And so there we were on that wall, seeing the ball, desperately wanting to go after it, but we're wondering who would take the risk to brave these Rottweilers. Now, these Rotties were nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen on that day. And so we were thinking perhaps they were in the back of the property, and so it would be an easy in, easy out. Or perhaps, just perhaps, they were hiding in the bushes somewhere. And all that was needed to flush them out was to land on that particular property. And so with boyish foolishness, there we were sitting on that wall, debating and challenging each other to be the brave soul who would dare to go retrieve this ball. Now, I didn't even notice when she got on the wall with us until I heard her feet land in that yard. Her name was Justine. And in my opinion, she was the smartest, kindest, and prettiest girl in the whole school. That's why I'd invited her to the party. And in my estimation, she had the hots for me too. But anyway, there she was and landed in this yard. What was she doing? And I kid you not, true story. Justine tiptoed her way across the driveway onto the lawn, retrieved the ball, and then tiptoed away back to the wall and threw it over, and then asked that we will pull her back up. And so as we pulled her back up and over to the other side, you could just see what all of us boys were thinking. Marry me. Because she had single-handedly showed more courage than we all had put together. It was one of the most inspiring things I've ever seen. And so for all the time we spent living in that house, oftentimes I would look over that wall, and all I could see in my mind was Justine tiptoeing her way across and back as she retrieved this ball. The most inspiring thing I've ever seen. Her act of bravery to this day still inspires me. And so the courage we need is often seen in the examples we see.